Hey everyone, welcome to the daily analysis for Monday, April 20th, 2009. Time now is 8:26 GMT. Looking at the pound yen daily chart. We have the lower supporting trend line drawn already. I'll quickly add the trend line on top of the channel. And looking closer, we can see that on the CCI last week we did break, and we've done nothing but move lower on the CCI, and this represents the fall from the 150, or actually 149.82 high, and obviously from there we a little over 500 pips lower. The CCI, however, is in currently in the extreme levels, being at negative 206. However, this doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a reversal. It just might mean that we are in a very strong trend. Um, a little side note, we did break the 145.70 support. That is this sell trade right here, this yellow line. Um, if you did take it, the market right now, you should be over 100 pips in profit. Otherwise, you should have taken profit already. It was a good trade. Um, Zooming in closer to the 4-hour charts, here we can get that 145.70, 78 support level. Um, and the market opened, and pretty much as soon as it opened, it started to drop. There wasn't a lot holding it back, and this was about when I sent out that special alert that I don't know if any of you guys saw, but this was because um, over the last few months, every time the pound yen has created a very significant drop, it started with a little bit of a range, and then when Sunday market opened, the bears kind of took hold of the market almost immediately. So this was just kind of a big warning sign to me that the 145.70 level was going to uh, get broken and keep moving lower. So far, that has held true. So unless we see any major surprises um, between now and the U.S. Open, we should be looking for the 143 area right here on the way up. This is what stopped us, and then closer, a little bit lower than that, is the lower trend line, uh, which at current state lies at about 141.50. So if we do get down to the 142 and you're in a sell trade, I would recommend taking profit, providing there's no surprises. Take profit at 142 and look for a buy entry somewhere along just into the 141s, and look for a bounce, a couple reversal candles. It might look like this over here, it might not, it might just look like a hammer candle. You just kind of have to wait and see how it gets there. When it does get here, if it does, I don't know how much of a bounce there will be. We might bounce all the way back up to 145.70 or 145. Or if the market is severely bearish, we might only bounce up a little bit and then crash through either later this week. So you kind of have to play it by ear as we get closer to it. Um, so not a whole lot going on trading wise because we did break this 145.70 support, and if you caught it, great. Um, so zooming in onto the 1-hour chart. Actually, going back to the 4-hour just briefly to see the CCI. Um, you can see the closest trend line. We are kind of testing it right now, so whether London's going to push it down, we'll have to wait and see. Um, so just wanted to show that quickly. And going down to the 1-hour chart, to see the actual break of 145.70, again, the market opened up here. It went up a little bit, and we came almost immediately down about 4 hours straight, going right through it. We had a little bit of a retrace in the middle here, and you can see that once we did break it, we did retrace a little bit, and this would be that, kind of retesting the previous resistance. And the last resistance, I mean, on the way down from last week, it was right here. The last swing low near 145.78 was this one over here, and the market kind of picked a mix between this and that one, getting as high as 145.99 before continuing the move down and going over 100 pips lower. So if your entry was around 145.70, the maximal drawdown that you experienced was 30 pips or less. So that's pretty good for a trade in continuation wise. Looking at the 1 hour CCI, again, not a whole lot going on. We are in a bearish trend. Um, we've got this trend line right here, as well as this trend line. Um, the second one, it might be a little bit. I don't know how significant it will be, because the market is obviously very bearish right now. Um, so I mean, keep an eye out for a very solid reversal signal, um, such as a very long wicked hammer candle at the very bottom of the current market movement. So it is kind of a daily trade, and so I expect, provided that again we have no surprises, that the market is going to take us down into U.S. Open, and the U.S. session might put a minor halt to it, but we might edge a little bit lower. Again, we only have about 250 pips until we reach the lower trend line, and from there we should have a bounce, although I don't know how big it will be. I am expecting to buy near the 142, 140, 150 level, right around here. So if we do reach that today, that'll be a possible buy trade. Take profits would again be near that 143 level, as well as a possible retest of 145.70. Although depending on how bearish this kind of wave is, we may not see a multi-hundred pip retracement or a bounce off that lower trend line. Because if the bears really do want to take the market and they break this trend line, then it would break the bullish channel and would then leave this 135 and 131 low up for grabs down here. So that would be pretty significant. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if we do, it'll certainly open the door for a move significantly lower than 141. So that's what's going on right now. I hope all of you kind of understand. I did dump all my long trades at 145.70. Currently we're in a bearish mode and expecting to buy again near this 142 level. Hope you guys have a safe trading day, and as always, remember to look out for support and resistance that forms throughout the day, candlesticks, and whatever else you use to trade. Good luck. Have a safe day.